Again, South Sudan, I saw a company with ties to either the USA or Israel.
Therefore, behold, I send you prophets, wise men, and scribes.
Again, South Sudan, I saw a company with ties to either the USA or Israel. I'm not saying they are governments, I'm saying a company. I'm not sure, I don't believe it's their governments, but private capitalists who are trying to sell heavy artillery to disrupt the country because they began to perceive that the changes are coming. So they wanted to disrupt the country. This place has a lot of wealth. So there are certain companies with ties to either or both of USA and Israel. I'm not sure about whether they are governments have said, but they are trying to sell heavy artillery to kind of cause chaos and profit here from this. Some evil people do that in the world. That is why there are evil people in the world, and God actually judges certain people. You understand? Because they have chosen. They have made their choice. They are not in the valley of decision. They have made their choice. You understand? So don't be very, why did God judge that one? They have chosen. You understand?
In South Sudan, at least 30 soldiers have been killed in clashes between forces loyal to Vice President Riek Machar and a splinter group. Tensions boiled after rival military leaders of Machar's party announced that he was ousted as head of the party and armed forces. The latest clashes occurred in Magenis in the country's Upper Nile region. Machar's party claimed they killed 2 major generals and 27 soldiers in self-defense and lost 3 of their own. While Splinter Group denied the offensive, saying they suffered 4 casualties while inflicting a loss of 28 to the enemy side. The fighting threatens as already fragile peace deal between Machar and his old foe, President Salva Kiir.
But first, South Sudan's vice president turned rebel leader turned vice president once more has been sacked as the head of his party and its armed forces. Riek Machar's removal from leading the SPLM-AIO could upset the delicate post-conflict balance in the country. Now, he was a pivotal figure in South Sudan's descent into civil war in 2013 after the then VP fell out with President Salva Kiir. Around 400,000 people were killed before a fragile peace agreement returned Machar as deputy in 2020. However, divisions remain, and leaders from his party say that he no longer represents their interests and has to go. The party's chief of staff has been named interim.
Led by opposition leader Riek Machar, who is also the country's first vice president, has split into 2 factions which are now fighting.
What is the manifestation of this split?
This place has a lot of wealth. So there are certain companies with ties to either or both of USA and Israel. I'm not sure about whether they are governments have said, but they are trying to sell heavy artillery to kind of cause chaos and profit here from this. Some evil people do that in the world. That is why there are evil people in the world, and God actually judges certain people. You understand? Because they have chosen. They have made their choice. They are not in the valley of decision. They have made their choice. You understand? So don't be very, why did God judge that one? They have chosen. You understand?
Prophet Andrew Joko calls on intercessors everywhere, especially in South Sudan and East Africa, to take this unfolding prophecy seriously and to pray for the Lord, that mighty man of war, to prevail over the agents of chaos in the young country of South Sudan. Pray for peace to prevail, for progress in governance and harmony. The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war, the Lord is his name.